Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at this controversial new indie horror game that got removed off of Steam. It's called Exhumed, and we're going to take a look to see, was that removal justified? So what's the deal with a game that's so controversial it got banned off the same platform that allowed with Hitler? I'm also eating my dinner now. I've got stuffed pepper and tuna salad. You should try some, seriously. No, you can't. The screen's blocking you. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine, dude. Yeah, no, I won't take it personally. That's fine, yeah.
Oh my goodness, look how cute. Oh, these guys. Oh, they're just so small and they're just such little babies and they're so cute. Look at Gomi, that is such a cute little kitty. Oh my god. Okay, what have we got here? Candy, that's a person now that's clearly named Cat. Okay, what have we got here? Is it... What the fuck?
So whilst a puzzle game, I'd say it's actually really kind of like Simulacra if you've ever played that. You're going to snoop through this old computer. It's got like a real 90s aesthetic.
Okay, I've already done this puzzle, but we'll show it for sake of showing. Into the Gmail, well, just the mail, I guess, with his diabolically messed up email address and the password. You just go like snooping and shit, which this guy deserves to be snooped. Like, he's a horrible person. And here we have the book, and I'm not saying that. It's not happening. But that's the password. I don't remember how to... Okay. Well, that was shameful. But then we get even more stuff to snoop through. Wait, hang on. Let me show you where this is going to be useful. For this thing here, we need a password. And... what the... Yeah, there's hint. Previous version of the cat name, we got our cats right here, but none of these names did a trick, which is ridiculous because those are all adorable names and this guy does not deserve those cute little kitties. But if you do snooping, you see that one of them used to have a different name. I don't know why they changed the name. Maybe he added Death Note phase. I like Death Note, that's understandable. But also I don't want anything in common with this loser. Whoa, you don't want to see the shit in this. I promise, I guarantee this is not good.
I think it's 90s. I was born in 2005, so maybe I'm wrong. But it doesn't matter the aesthetic. You're going to find out that the owner is a horrible, horrible person. Like, he's very much the predecessor to 4chan incels who call women females or even voids. And if this game was set today, he's the type of guy to say high value man or like other bullshit like that. I should have said this at the start of the video. My apologies. Trigger warning for SA, for that kind of NSFW content. It actually does get quite dark in this game, so you've been warned. It is heavily implied that this guy SA'd someone. He's totally okay with his friend doing the same, treats it totally normal, and even acts like he's the victim because the girl he most likely SA'd isn't happy about that. He's a total creep in general. His username is shootthedog77. I feel like that tells you everything you need to know about this guy. Maybe you wouldn't be such a horrible person if you had a stuffed pepper. This is awesome.
Okay, well, that's disturbing. Is it getting worse? I can't tell.
One of his greatest interests is this girl named Eleanor. They had some business correspondence over swapping a DVD and naturally started stalking her, I guess. Okay.
But hey, you know what? He's a multifaceted guy. He can be very, very stalkerish towards multiple girls at once, and his favorite girl to be really weird about is this porn star called Candy Corpse. Okay, now I might actually have to be a hater because Candy Corpse, what the hell is this? Our protagonist here has a major case of an insane parasocial relationship, and it's honestly so wild because look at these emails where he's defending her. Also, I'll talk more about this later, but this whole interaction is seriously playing into the message of the game, and it's honestly so well executed. The reason for these emails is that a fan of hers wants a picture with Candy Corpse where she lifts up her top, and he's defending Candy Corpse. Oh my goodness, that's so oh. He's not defending her because it's creepy as hell to ask her to do that. He's defending her because the real Candy Corpse would do. Okay, interesting priorities. But you can see he's really, really emotional about this. Look at all of the spelling mistakes and the conspiracy theory-ness. And then, as if it couldn't somehow get worse, there's this letter he's written to her, and like, if you if you're not watching your screen right now, I am not reading this shit out. But it's just this really violent fantasy he has for her. And he just wants to abuse her and beat her up and shit. And he's so parasocial. Something that I think is so cool in this game is those little scammy ads. There's another one going to pop up in a few seconds, and they're so reminiscent of old computers. And like, obviously ads like this still exist, but not to the same degree, and people are generally more aware, at least I fucking hope people are generally more aware of these scammy ads that like put viruses on your computer, right? And now you're going to be warned, there's going to be disturbing imagery coming up soon, okay? It's coming very soon. Look away if you want to. There's this pop-up of a presumed victim saying kill her, covers your screen, and this caught me so off guard at first. It spooked me so much. Like, the developers did such an awesome job with this. And hey, she's not the only spooky bitch, because check out this absolute stunner. She's a little shy, give her a moment. I mean, isn't she just gorgeous? You know, eat your heart out, she might do that. This spooked the shit out of me, and I had OBS on one screen recording this and then the game on my other screen playing it. It was inescapable. Now you get this cute little mini game, and if I'm being like completely real with you, I could not tell you what this has to do with the overall game. My best guess is that it's something to do with non-consensual pictures being a horrifying concept, because at the end you take a picture. But really it seems like the most this game has in common with the mini game is that they're both like scary, you know. In this mini game, it's implied that your friends are making you play like some Bloody Mary type game. You're gonna see that when you go turn the lights off, that there's blood, I'm guessing. And then there's that thud when you spin around. And the door's been held shut because your friends are such pranksters, right? What the hell is that? So here's the star of this show, and why my best guess as to why this game is something to do with non-consensual pictures being bad is this section here. You're going to take a picture of her at the end, and she is not a happy chappy. But more so, the name of this game is Hot Pics, and then when you go and get said hot pics, something bad actually happens instead. Or maybe the curtains were just blue, I don't know. But considering how much thought has clearly been put into this game, like, there's some meaning behind this mini game. And if you've got like any other ideas, I would love to hear it, because I feel like my theory is a very shaky one. Now that's really just like scratching the surface of this game. I would genuinely so recommend checking it out yourself if you want to see more, because there's just so much to dig through. But that's not what this video is for, okay? That's for a different day.
But now for the million-dollar question, should this game have been removed from Steam? I'm gonna say maybe, kinda. So this game was removed due to sexual content, including real people. But it doesn't really have that, at least not explicitly. Anything that would need to be blurred is blurred. And my first reaction to hearing this was Steam allows hentai on their platform, straight up. And I know it's animated, it's drawn, and maybe it's censored. I've never actually played any of those games, so maybe they are censored and I just don't know. But based off the thumbnails, I doubt that they are. Even if it's just drawings, hentai is still just straight up porn. Like, you're not getting out of that. And we're gonna draw the line at completely blurred and censored photos with presumably consenting actors, just because it's real people and not drawings. That's completely hypocritical. I think it is one thing for Steam to have blanket rules around this type of NSFW content, but it is a second thing altogether when I open my Steam family library and I see Sex with Stalin still there, alive and well. You know, I've got two thoughts. First of all, hell yeah. Second of all, that is so hypocritical. Like, if they're allowing that and they're not allowing wild, that's just hypocritical. But as it turns out, I stand corrected. As it turns out, Steam actually has been cracking down on that type of NSFW content recently. As far as I'm aware, the reason for this crackdown is payment companies don't like those kind of games, so definitely very money motivated, I suppose. But at the end of the day, Steam is a private company with the goal to make money. If they want to have these type of rules, or if they're pushed to have these type of rules, they are well within their rights to have these type of rules, and I think as long as they enforce them equally and fairly, that's okay. Vile really does have such an important message about misogynistic entitlement and about objectification of women and just everything in that genre. It's got a really important message behind it. And there's a point to be made that not all art is comfortable, and that's okay. And also Vile never pretended to be anything that it's not. And this game being banned could be a very bad omen for a future of censorship in gaming. Like, where is this line going to be drawn? Is it going to be drawn where I feel uncomfortable, where you feel uncomfortable, where the payment companies, or where Steam feels uncomfortable? Who knows? But when it comes down to it, I think as long as Steam are consistent in their rules, they can ban Vile. I say they can as if they need my permission. They don't give a shit what I think. And it's not like the game has just been wiped from the world. Obviously, it's still available. I did play it. Now, if it was being banned everywhere, like globally, and it wasn't just marketplaces that sell it where it's been banned, that would be an issue. That would be some major fucking censorship. And does it suck that the team behind Vile aren't going to have reliable income from this game now? Yes, it sucks, absolutely. They clearly worked hard and they deserve to be compensated for their work, but there is a distinction that needs to be made between deserving something and being owed something. I just got these new glasses. I'm majorly adjusting to them still. Anyone who knows how to make glasses work, let me know. Hit me up. What can I do to make these optimal, like look the best? If Vile is breaking Steam's rules, then they're not owed a place on the shelf. Right now, the team actually does have it available for free independently for download, but there's also an option to donate both to the team and to the Red Door Family Shelter. I really do hope that the team make good money from this. Like, they seem like such awesome people and I have so much respect for them. And I really do hope to see them pop up again soon. But finally, is the game like actually any good? Yeah, dude. It's so good. Misogyny and assault and creeps are all very real, very scary, very disturbing. The game just does such a good job at portraying it how it often is, and it's scary as shit. Jump scares and monsters are scary and all, but nothing's really as scary as real life. These pictures, scary. This recording, scary. This minigame, you know what? It's kind of scary. And there's layers and layers of puzzles and Easter eggs, and there's a good bit of replayability. Now, there isn't a whole lot of like actual gameplay per se, so it's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But it is a very well crafted experience, and for what it is, I think they did absolutely incredible. Only thing that I think would very much improve this game is a save option, because you can't save in this game, and I understand why you can't save in this game. Like, there isn't really a need to save your progress for the most part. But this game does come with like a notepad you can put your notes in and stuff, like passwords, hints, anything that might come in handy in the future. And then when you close the game, the notepad wipes, and then you gotta go and find everything again if you want to reopen it. I mean, it's not really like that big of a deal if we're being honest, but it would be nice to be able to save the notes. Okay, well that's it from me. If you like this video, maybe like, maybe subscribe, maybe follow me elsewhere online. Not in person, please. I do not need to shoot the dog of my own. Oh, and if you're jealous of my dinner, you should be. This is fucking delicious. Go on, you're free to go. You're dismissed.